What's up, everybody? This is Editor J from MTG Attitude. MF Doom suggested that we start going through Editor J's collection. So, with that being said, I'm going to go through my collection little bit by little bit. There's about 60 or so thousand cards here. So, we're just going to start doing that. I will preface this by saying if anyone is interested in any of these cards for purchase, I'm willing to part with them, not all of them, but some of them, for cheap money. Some of them I don't use. They just sit here. If you want bulk, I've got bulk. I'll do $15 for 1,000 cards. That includes shipping. So it covers everything. And if you want anything, just let me know. And if not, hey, I'm just happy to share my collection with you just for viewing. So that's cool with me too. I just figured I'd throw it out there. If there's something you see that you've been looking for a long time, I've got some older stuff here. By all means, it's all good. I'm going to start with blue. This is Rares and Mythics. Actually, I'll do blue in the next episode. I am still categorizing and doing all this stuff. But let me go through some of the ones that I've set aside and kept nice and safe. There are a couple cards that I've locked away. Christmas gift from Dave that I don't really take out anymore. But that's fine. What I do have hanging about is pretty fun. So we'll just start going through some of this just for fun. We got an Urza's Incubator, and this came from the Mystery Monday that is coming, or actually the one that just happened, right? Some Urza's Saga going on, Mystic Sanctuary, Astro Dragon. So I've been collecting and playing Magic for, God, its entire 30-year existence, pretty much. I started with Revised, probably. Beta was still around. It could still be purchased when I was starting. Guy and I started around the same time. And, we just ran to the store. We'd buy starter decks. And then, we'd open them and play all our lands. She rolled. And then we would, these prices are actually what they were last worth on TCG. So it's not like what I'm selling them for or not selling them for. Pretty much just, I wrote the average price on each one every time I got a new one that was over $10 or whatever, just for fun, just so I knew what they were close to at the time. It's on the case, not the card. I'm not that crazy, man. Oh boy. Anyway, we would play all the lands. See, like I said, Meat Hook Magnet. I pull these all the time. Nice Crater Hoof there. Benevolent Hydra, some Heroic Intervention. So these are my keepers, stuff I might play with, but mostly these are the collectible, hold on to these and not damage them cards, basically. Nice Ren and 7. I like Soundwave, so I kept them sleeved up. Oh, I got a story about Tackle Magnet. The most hated card in my older decks was Tackle Magnet from Legends. I had 4 of them, and as you can see, it is a bit old, a bit played. So these saw a lot of play. This is the last of 2, maybe. The others were just permanently damaged, basically. But my friends My friends hated the tackle maggot because I would put it on them constantly. And if you don't know what it does, it's like it goes on a creature and it gives them a -0, -1 counter until it dies, and then if there's no creatures left, it falls onto the player. And it was just an annoyance. So I would just dole out for them, just for fun. That was a nice one. When I was going through a lot of Capenna. Oh, Mirari's Wake. I used to have the original. I did sell it, but now I've got two of the good ones. Some Halo Fountain. So here I'm getting into like older counter spells here. Ice Age. Like I said, it's a lot of older cards in this collection. But I've been collecting for a long time. I play... I only really just started to take care of cards. I never really cared that much because it was just a game to me. This one was from Coach. Thank you, Coach. I do have Guys here, so this one was for Guy. I still have to give that to him. But thank you, Coach, for that. I'm going to put that one over there. Anyway, we would play all the lands and just like put the creatures and spells and just have like a battle royale until one of us won our ante that we would put out. And that was a quick way to lose all our cards to each other. But, you know, he won a bunch, I won a bunch. I forget who that came from, but it's really fun. These were from, I forget who those came from. See, there's the second one. So there are a lot of older cards here. Now, I did get rid of a lot of my 4th edition and revised and everything else. I do have a few left. Some Mystic Remora, a couple of reserve list cards. So now I'm into reserve list. There are a few. I don't have any big, huge reserve list cards, but I got enough that maybe someday in 20 or 30 years when I'm gone, they might be worth a couple more dollars. And I'll leave them for the kids. Sorry for the glare. And this is just a set of foil. This is foil, portal. Set of Onslaught foil, which was rarer to get. So I looked at this was from DJ. Happy New Year. And this went into a deck. So there's an Ancient Copper Dragon floating around. So those are like the cards I like to hold on to. It's nothing crazy in there. And like I said, there is a dual land locked away for safekeeping that I'd rather not take out. But I guess we could start going through some blue. Just a little bit for a few more minutes. Just chat. So I've been going through my collection lately. And we just got some basic. This is all my rares and mythics for blue so far. Again, Arcane Denial from Alliances. And, you know, anyway, let's get back to me and Guy. We would just play. We would just have battle royals. And then one day we learned the rules. And I'll tell you how that happened in a minute. But Guy and I, we would just play all day at this job I had. We would just play all day long instead of working. It was a good time. There came a time I was working at this restaurant, and we would go hang out after and whatnot, and this guy would try to get me to go to their apartment to help them drink. And I didn't know this guy that well, but he was a great cook and a good friend. So after like a year of begging, I finally decided that I would go. And we get over to this kid's house, and we go upstairs, and I look into the apartment, and there's two dudes playing a card game. So I walk over, And I look at the cards. I'm like, oh my God, you guys play Magic the Gathering? Like, me and my buddy used to play this last year. And that's awesome. I got a bunch of cards at home. And this dude's like, hey, go get some. So I like ran out of the apartment. I jumped in my car. I drove like 86 miles an hour to my house 2 blocks away and grabbed my shoebox full of, 4th edition revised and beta cards that I had thrown into a shoebox. And I just ran back over there and built this just random ass jank deck full of crap. And I threw all my lands. I sat down at the table and I put all my lands down. And they're like, whoa, 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 what are you doing? That's not how you play. I said, what do you mean? You got to put one land. All right, we got to teach you the rules. So these two guys taught me the rules, and we learned to play Magic, and we played every Sunday from that point on till about 4 years ago. Those guys were my friend Bobby Kraft, Excel, Alberto, rest in peace, AB. And you've seen his face on Magic Jerks at least a couple times. And Guy, come on, this is my mailing box, stuff going out. And let's see, who else? J2. Who else? Who the hell knows? I said Excel, right? Oh, this guy Crummy, this guy Bad Adam, JC. We had a relatively large rotating group. If I forgot any of you, I'm sorry. I'm an old man now. And then, of course, Bobby Kraft's brother, Nips, who had just threatened to set the cards on fire. They used to hate that card. But that's how I learned to play. I learned from the best. And Bobby Kraft and Alberto was one of the best. Probably still is. Bobby is still one of the best, smartest players I've ever met. He's just very wise when it comes to strategy and thinking a couple turns ahead. He's challenging. He's very challenging. He used to have a sliver deck. Oh, I hated the sliver deck. I just wanted to punch him. But then we had guys like AB who took ABS turns, and we loved it. We loved him for it. An ABS turn was like he would start his turn and then like go to play something and go like, oh wait, let me, and they'd look at his cards again and like move them around and shuffle them and be like, oh wait, and it was so damn funny, and I wish he were here. But anyway, those are my blue rares and mythics at the moment. I'll show you. So I stopped the recording there. I'll have to edit this, but I'm going to show you at least what we're going to be looking at over the course of some small amount of time, probably. But I'd be happy to share what's in those boxes. And we're starting basically... Come on, man. I hate when they fall down because then I have to damage one. Anyway, we'll start in this box, move to that box, go to that box. I gotta go through all those. Those are all just stuff opening that's unsorted. Those two right there. There's the Tuesday 2 stuff, all kind of around. I do have shipments of more. Mr. Guy's Garbage is starting to come in. Back there is all the lands, basically, and then I got artifacts, multicolored, a bunch of crap. Now, granted, my collection is not as extensive as some, and I don't have any sealed product in this house, but I'd be happy to share. So, until next time, see ya.